Hey guys, I'm Aaron, and today we are going to talk about weld. To get specific, we are going to explore when one would weld. What's weld? All right, so I got some geometry here. We're going to break off and do something simple right over here. I'm going to draw a couple of lines. I'm going to grab my line tool. I'll draw a line there, draw a line there. We're just staying flat on the ground. So there's a shape, right? So if I pull this up right now, you're going to see that each of these corners now has a line there. And that is, of course, because each of these edges is currently a line. Now there's things I could do like select the geometry and use soften and smooth to hide those lines. But one of the things I could do is I could turn these segments, these pieces of lines, into one, what we could call curve. Let's not do the whole thing. Let's just grab 1, 2, 3 edges, right click and say weld. When I do that, these two pieces out here are still separate, right? That's an edge, that's an edge. But if I pull up Entity Info and I pick on this edge, all 3 pieces get highlighted and it tells me it's a curve. So even though these are not, I mean, they're not even close to being, you know, in a straight line or close to a straight line, I welded them together. So again, if I come over on this side and I push pull up, I get the break as I would expect. Same here. But if you look over here, these edges are automatically softened because it doesn't see this as a connection of 2 separate edges. It sees this all as one curve. So that is one benefit of welding edges. Probably in the scheme of 3D modeling in SketchUp, that's probably one of the biggest benefits. This happens automatically sometimes. So if I come over here, I have a circle on the ground, just a plain old ordinary circle, nothing special. It's 24 sides. If I push that, you'll see I get a nice smooth geometry all the way around. That's because by default, when you draw a circle, you get these edges, they're connected together. They're automatically already welded together. So when I push pull, I get that nice smooth side. So what happens if something happens to my geometry and now these are all broken? Well, if I push pull, I'll see very evidently this is what happens. I have a 24-sided polygon right now instead of a circle because these edges are broken. So what I can always do in this case is I can select those edges. And at this point I did a group select, selected all 24 sides, plus the face in the middle. That's why it's telling me I have 25 entities highlighted, because the 24 sides plus the face. And if I right click on that and I hit weld edges, it's okay if the face is selected. It's not going to weld the edges to the face or anything like that. When I hit weld edges on a selection, it will look at the selection, find any edges that connect together, and then weld them. So I go like that. Now what do I have? If I deselect and reselect, it tells me I have a curve. It will not make this back into a circle. That's an important thing to note. This is a curve, which for all intents and purposes functions the same, but I can't do things that I could do with a circle. If I can undo a couple times. If I grab the circle over here, I could change the number of segments. I could change the radius, that kind of thing. When I come in here and I weld edges, a curve is not editable up here. It's still editable as geometry. I could scale it, I could cut it, I could move it, whatever. But it's not going to let me, it's not going to automatically come in and give me the ability to, change that stuff. You can see it went from being a radius to being a total length curve. So it's telling me all these segments together are a total of this length, rather than tell me a radius on a circle, which it knew it was. So I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper into this. I'm gonna explode that back out so these edges are broken. And then I'm gonna do something like this. Not something like this. I'm gonna do exactly this. So right now, if I select all these edges like this, I right click and I say weld edges. Like I was saying before, it's gonna ignore the faces. I can have as many faces selected as I want. When I hit record, it's not gonna, or when I hit weld, it's not going to do anything to the faces, it's fine. But if I hit weld edges right now, what do you think happened? Well, let's find out. If I pick this, you can see this turned this into one big curve. If I pick this one over here, it turned that into one big curve. So it didn't make them together, didn't join them or anything like that, but it welded the pieces of edges that were coincident. They connected together. I'm gonna hit undo, I'm gonna explode that back out. And what would I do if I wanna keep this flat section here, but I want this all to get welded? Well, I would probably do something like this. Come in and select just this piece, right? So I just grab the edges I want, deselect the face, and then I can right click and say weld edges, and that will give me, this is now a curve, this is now a face. So when I bring this up like this, I get what I would expect, right? As opposed to if I did this and welded it, when I push it up, it's going to try to soften that edge. So when it tries to soften these harder angles, this is when we get these weird shadows. See this weird, like this is a flat face, right? So along here I should have very consistent shading, but I don't have this weird hard gradient. That happens a lot of times when you have an angle that's smoothed, in this case by welding the footprint before push pulling, I'll get these weird shadows. Same thing as I come around here. See how dark that is? It's because it's trying to figure out how light's gonna work around this more than, or less than 90-degree angle, which it shouldn't. It should just be hitting here, breaking off, and then separate light hitting over here. So that's what causes those issues. Sometimes when you see those weird shadows, it's because you're over softened. All right, let's move on. So this is obviously not a circle. This is a 6-sided polygon, often referred to as a hexagon. Sorry, just flexing my geometry knowledge there. But if I push pull that as you'd expect, you get these separate pieces. Now again, like I was saying before with our first drawing, one of the things I can do is I could grab all of this, right click, and I could say weld edges. And when I do that, this is now, rather than edges on a polygon, this is now a curve. So if I do push this up, same thing happens. I'm pointing this out distinctly because if I undo a couple times, if I pick this edge right now, everything lines up. See, just one click on the edge, all 6 sides light up, they're all selected. But if I look up here, it calls it a polygon. Right click, hit weld edge. Sorry, double click, right click, weld edges. Now, this no longer says polygon, now it says curve. And then that's when you're gonna get that automatic smoothing from welding that edge. Which, something like this, it seems like it's wrong, but if I was drawing a very small pipe, for example, something that on my screen is never gonna be bigger than this, drawing a few faces, like a 6-sided polygon, and smoothing it, welding it before I do a follow me or a push pull or whatever it is, can give me the illusion that this is a smooth pipe, even though it's not. So rather than drawing a 24-sided circle and then push pulling it up, I could actually save myself a bunch of geometry in my model by having a smoothed out hexagon rather than a 24-sided circle. But something to think about. If I have hundreds and hundreds of wires, you might want to draw them low poly like that. So there's a reason you would maybe do something like that. All right, speaking of welding, I have a couple shapes here. This first one's this nice smooth shape. Maybe it's a, I don't know, a putting green or a, honestly, I don't know, amoeba. Maybe I'm doing a cool amoeba model. If I push pull this right now, you'll immediately see all these edges, right? So this is obviously created by a series of arcs connected together, tangent. Looks like a nice smooth piece, but when I do this, I can tell it's obviously really not. And one of the things you do is you push pull it up, and then I could do something like turn on my smoothing eraser, come around and hit these. That would work perfectly fine. In the end, I'd get the same geometry. The problem is, depending what I do in the future, that may or may not work. So if I come up here and click right here, this is still a separate piece. So there's situations where I might get it to, it'll show a new break again. Like if I move this over here, move a copy, and then push pull that, I'm gonna get the same breaks there. So what's the solution to that? Well, it's weld again. You guys already know that, you're here. I'm just gonna select all of it. And see right now it has 79 entities. That's a bunch of edges plus the face. But if I right click and say weld edge, well, you already know what's gonna happen now, right? So I pull that up. Oh, for some reason it didn't weld this edge. Let's hit undo and figure out why. Well, the why is because of the geometry I drew. So rather than having these lines go around the corner, there's this line cutting across. Let's get rid of that line. Let's double click again, right click, weld edges, and we'll pull that up. And now I have nice smooth all the way around. So, and again, same thing, if I grab this and I copy it over here and I do that again, unless something breaks, it's gonna stay welded because this is a continuous curve rather than a bunch of connected edges. All right, one more example. There's always an exception to every rule, right? So if I look at this piece right here, maybe this is a crown molding, or I don't know, I just had fun drawing some shapes. But if I was to pull that molding up, I don't want this to be smooth, right? I want to see these breaks. I want the light to hit the stuff here, except for this one right here. I don't like that, right? That doesn't need to be there. This should be a smooth curve into a straight line, but the rest of these I would want to keep as separate pieces. So what I wouldn't want to do, I would not want to grab all of this, right click, and say weld edges, because if I do that, I'm going to get this, which is mushy, right? It looks weird. I get weird. So I'm getting some of those weird hard shadows I talked about before. Look at that. It's like an interior glow. I don't know. I lost this. You know, I can't see the division here at all. So I wouldn't want to do that. I'm going to do undo, undo. But if there was spots that when I did come in here, push, pull, or follow me, I found that, oh, this should be connected, I can selectively come in and say, grab this arc right here and this edge right here, right click, and weld just those two edges. Everything else will stay separate, but that piece will give me a nice even section right now. That's what I want. That's how that should look. And I can do that by selectively welding just certain pieces. So there we go. There is some examples of weld, what you want to weld, what you wouldn't want to weld. Yeah, that's the stuff I can think of. And again, weld is, I don't know if I said this in the beginning, you select geometry that's weldable and right click, you will get weld edges will show up. Right now, I have something that's not weldable. It's a circle. I can't weld a circle. But if I come over here and grab these lines and right click, then I'll get weld edges in the right click menu. If you're running something before, I can't remember, 2020, something like that, before Weld was introduced, you probably won't see that. Well, if you're running a version of SketchUp that doesn't have it, then you definitely won't say it. I shouldn't say probably. It's a certainty. So I hope that helped you out. I just like, every once in a while, I'll hit one of these commands and I'm like, man, there's so much more to this than there appears to be on the surface. So I just wanted to show that to you guys and talk about welding. And those are the examples I thought up of, you know, when I just thought about how I use weld. If there's a different case where you guys use weld, the native weld, I know there's some extensions called weld too that work differently. There's auto weld, there's TIG weld, there's a couple different other weld tools, but this was just the native one. If I miss something in here about weld, that is a way to use it, or something you like about weld, let me know that down in the comments. I love learning too, just like you being here. So I might learn something from you if you tell me that. But yeah, that's everything I could think of as far as weld. If you like that video, click like down below. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. We create several videos each and every week, and you will be notified of all of them if you subscribe. Most importantly, though, leave us a comment down below. Again, let me know if there's a weld trick that I didn't show, or if you think there's another command in SketchUp that we should do one of these deep dives on. Everything there is to know about this in a 10-minute video. Let us know that thought too. We like making these videos a lot. We like them even more when it's showing something you want to see. Thank you.